Alright, we're back. Nice long calls. Alright, so this here, what I found out was checking stuff off camera. So the angle of these decks under here are 21.7 degrees and 23.1 degrees. So the front one, this one's a little bit tilted up higher than the back one. So the case is rotated like this. The front's higher than the back. Right now, the motor mount that I cut right here and over here is I'm 23 thousandths off, because it should be 650, we're at 72 3/4. So this is 23 thou lower than what it needs to be. So that means that this case has to be rotated that direction to get the correct offset. So I'll beat this down a little bit. Now there's a 2 degree difference between the new cut and the old cut. So the mount was 2 degrees off. The back one I can't measure because there's not enough area to put a level on it. This one here I can measure between the two surfaces. The other thing is the oil pump over here, coming off this oil pump mounting surface, that was square to the deck before. As I recall, that's what I cut it at. That's how it's supposed to be according to comic books you read. That'd be called as factory service manuals and blueprints. We're at 89.4. I had 0.3 earlier, but whatever. And we're tilted toward the front. So as I move it this way, it gets square. So as I try not to drop my tool here. It's hard to do without doing that. So basically, when I square this up here, the deck height is going to be square up, so the case will have less tilt in it. And then these motor mounts will be, as I raise this one up here, they'll become more at my correct number, which is my 650 number I want. We're at 670 right now, so as I drop this, everything's going to improve a little bit. What's not going to improve is the difference between what they had and what correct is. We were at 2 degrees off, they'll gain another 1/10 probably. So they were not even close. Now going side to side, this one here is only a couple thou higher on this side now. Whereas on the back one back here, you still got probably 5 thou or better clearance on this side. And I put this hard parallel in here. It's hard to do with only one hand, but basically when you push down on this corner right here and here, see that clearance right there in the camera? So that's probably close to 10 thou there. So there's a lot more air on this back mount than the front mount for being tilted sideways. And that would have put the whole motor in the frame leaning one way or the other. So it's higher on the right side. So that means when the motor was in the frame, it was tilted to the left this way. And then it was also tilted to the front that way. Of all things. So side to side you usually never get. You'll see a step between this one and this one, but they're cut flat. Because the cases are, they're free to move independently of each other a little bit. Be an angle cut like this, I've never seen before. That's weird. You'll see a couple thou machine variants, but not like this. And then the next thing is you see this big tilt change difference here. They really got this mount angled in the wrong spot. So it's almost like they made this knuckle motor would fit into a pan frame without any spacer. But they're supposed to be spacers in them. So my guess is they made these cases for no spacer, because that's at 3/8 of an inch difference in height between the number we want right now and what the 1980 that you would cut with a shovel head frame or pan frame. So, is anybody confused yet? Nah, no, sure none of these numbers make any difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and move this thing down a little bit further and come back and do another skim cut over here. And then I'll come over here, I'll zero this out, and then I'll drop it to 1/650 and see how much we are over here. So I think I'm going to go about 1 degree initially, and we'll see what it is. Because right now, with the numbers I had before, I have 6/10 to 7/10 of a degree of tilt in the motor forward. And I said a shovel frame, pan frames, they have about a degree or degree and a half in there of tilt forward. I'm not sure, it's kind of hard to get the books, but they actually give you numbers, but they do have a drawing that shows a tilt in it, I think. It's hard to tell, they don't really show you enough information. To build stuff, they kind of give you enough information to confuse you. Harley does that on purpose. So sometimes it's pretty misleading because it's not consistent from one book to another book, which makes it even more fun. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Make it easier on myself by moving that. There, I can get in there nice and easy and read it. Go a little more further down this time. Okay, there's our 4. There's 5 degrees, or 5/10 of a degree. So we're at 89.5 now instead of 89.4. Okay, I don't know how much that moved it. So now we're going to go ahead and cut this surface over here and see what we come up with. Okay, so we're going to drop this back over a little bit, get some clearance. We hit. Okay. .50. Still not hitting yet. 60. Oh yeah, we finally hit at 65. Okay. So we went from 73 to 62 with 1/10. But we don't know what the other side dropped. We just know this side only came up a little bit. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut this surface, see what it looks like. Okay. 63 right there. Yeah, square it back up again. 2 and 3 right there. Take more than that to do what we need. There's 4. Long ways from hitting. Alright, I'll leave it at that number. Power. Contact. Feed this out. A little bit deeper, you see. Not much of a change. Still way out. Okay. So you can see how we cut a Moved over about 1/8 of an inch further this way is all we did. Still way off in this direction. Okay, so we're at 64 right now on our indicator. So, how much do I want to change that? I'm going to put this thing at 50. Okay, so we should go to 0 when we come back around. Alright, so just move this up out of the way. I'm going to clear this case when we come across. We have to drop it down to our number also because we're going to hit right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we want to come back to our 50. It should be our 0. You always want to come up on your table, so go a little extra, take up all the slack in the waves, and come back up on it. So 600 would be our number. So that's where we should be 0. We should just hit this now, if we're in the right spot. I'm pretty sure we are not going to be in the right spot. You don't know until you check it. Get to 0 would be close. And a little extra 100 that passed. Okay. Put this all down. Right there. Thing in a neutral. Spins easier. There we go. Alright. Crank it over like that. Let's see what we hit on. We didn't hit. Okay, we're not hitting. Okay, so what's the error? There's 5. Ooh, we hit. Hit pretty hard at 5. Okay. Into our 0 point over this way. That's plus 7. We're hitting. Plus 1.5. We're hitting. Minus 6. Still hitting. Minus 3. Just clear. Yep, we're just skimming at 3. Okay, so it moved 3 thousandths when we tilted that forward. So we're going to zero out our X. The Y number here is where it hits this plate, so now we go this all the way down to 0. So 0. Okay, so now it comes down. See, you should just clear our plate. Clunk! Right there. See, that's how close it is. Okay, so we're clear. Put this thing back in gear. I'm going to go ahead and cut this a little bit. I think I'll give it a couple thou. It's definitely hitting. Can't see what. Go down to 4. Reset my 0. A little extra. 0. Okay, now we're going to feed it across and see what we got. Cutting the very back side of it over there. I'm not seeing any cutting on this side. Oh, there it is. See the cut line right there? Barely skimming. Alright. see the cut line right here. And it's also cutting away here, you can see right to there. The problem is I cannot cut all the way against this plate to cut all the way across this whole mount, which is going to be a problem. You have an eyebrow right here. That's bad. I don't have any way of cutting that. I have to come back with a file or something to knock that down. I'm not sure I'm going to do that problem. I'll probably come back with an end mill or something to make a decision on how I'm going to do that, because I want to have to pull it all the way across. Okay, so this mount here is now right there. Now that's we now have a new 0 point. Let's turn off this damn noise back here. Little phase converter. Shut that damn thing off. Noisy. That's how you get equipment like this in your residential address. Electricity. Big ass phase converter. Okay, so we cut this surface now. So now I'm going to take this and move this up. I'm going to bring it back over here again. Actually, let's see, what are we doing here? Do I want to do that again or not? Okay, we got this much material that's going to have to be cut over. We were at 655. We weren't at the number we wanted. This mount's way off too, just like everything on that side is also. I need to see where we're at this side, so let's go figure it out. A lot of second guessing yourself. Make sure you don't hit anything as you're going across. I want 13 something, 13,470. 13,345. 454 is the actual number that we had. So we make 460, we should clear initially. There we go, close enough. No, that's 5. What am I doing, you dumbass? Not even close. There's 460. Stupid. Okay, now we can drop this down. Okay, we're hitting. Okay, feed that in. A lot of work. Make sure you don't hit anything right there. Okay, now we go up 1.6. So that's 16 of these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And 50. What are you looking at? I'm over there. I'm over here. See, I can work or film, but not both. Okay, so now put this thing in a neutral. Yep, rotates freely. Let's see what numbers we got here. Clunk, we hit. That's a good sign. Did we hit by a lot or just a little? Just a little. It's 40. There we go. See, I thought I went too much. Or, I mean, not enough. I went too much with 10 thou. So we're going to cut 10 thou deeper on this side right now than that side over there. But this one's pretty far out, so it might take that to make it work. I don't know. These are pretty deep too. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Let's see, so what do I want to do here? To toss up on what we need to do. 40. To clean that, we're going to take a lot of cut, and to clean that's going to take a lot of cut. So I'm going to move this up to 60, I think. 55. I'm going up to 55. I'm going to go halfway. kick this case up in the air a little bit. I think that's what I need to do. Let's see which way I'm going. See, that's why I would do it backwards. See, I'm thinking backwards. The longer I think about this stuff, I usually do it backwards. Okay, we need to cut more off of this one to get our depth. So this side needs to go deeper. That side's too high. That side needs to go down to keep me from cutting over here. That gets confusing. Let's see, what am I going to do wrong here? It's either going to get worse or better. 50-50. It's going to get worse or better. I need more of an offset. So that means that needs to go up. So I'd cut more here. And not cut that side. See, that's the opposite. That'd be less of an offset. See, you think about it too much, you get confused. Okay. We did not have enough before. Yeah, it needs to go up. It needs to go up. No matter what, it needs to go up. Okay, where's my hammer at? Right here. I don't know how much that was, but that's how much we're moving it. Okay, we're going to recut this one and see if it moved at all. I don't know. I need to really beat on the other side to measure this, but don't know. It's a back and forth game. All I know is we're not very flat here. That has not changed yet. So no matter what, we got to fix that problem. More interruptions. Alright, we'll be back.